even though it's only 400 square feet because the RV's 40 foot in length, I never feel like we don't have enough space. It's kind of actually opposite. I also was recently diagnosed with OCD, so I feel like living tiny for me has been like a relief because it's less to worry about. So less space to clean and then just making sure everything's organized, and I never feel like it's not enough space. My name is Amber and I'm 30 years old.
My name is Jaylyn and I'm 28 years old.
We make $93,000 a year traveling in our RV around the U.S.
And currently we're in Great Lakes, Illinois.
I actually started working for the tech company that I'm employed with back in January of 2018. Before that, I was actually working for Amazon remotely as well. Before the pandemic, it kind of was really scarce to find remote work, which I was really lucky. I stumbled upon it. I started as a support agent, making $10 an hour. And then I recently started in April as a project analyst.
With her being able to work remotely, I just looked at it as, a force multiplier. It's just teamwork between me and her. We were able to travel more. I was able to get equipment for my camera, chase more of my hobbies while she was also chasing more of hers. So that was my wife's idea. So it was always a dream of hers that was heavily promoted by YouTube, living simpler, and just pretty much just living a more minimal life and getting rid of things that we didn't need. I was very against it at first just because of how I always traditionally lived. But then she pretty much did all her homework, sold me on the idea.
I feel like I'm so used to living like a nomadic lifestyle from being brought up in a military family that I actually enjoy living on the road since I have my home with me, that I don't foresee us stopping anytime soon. I think the biggest perk for me is that we're able to bring her home anywhere that we want to go. So since we like to travel, it makes it more comfortable for the baby instead of having to stay in Airbnbs and different hotels that she's not familiar with. Months into traveling, and we've had a flat tire, we've blown an axle, we've been stranded in the middle of nowhere where the town population was 49 people. And then just recently on the way to Chicago, we actually hit a bridge that we tried to drive under that was not tall enough for the RV, so the AC in the baby's room in the front of the RV got ripped out. So we actually just spent this weekend getting that repaired because it ripped a hole in her ceiling. I would say our top 3 spending items a month are going to be our truck payment, which is about $750, I want to say, a month. Next is going to be our RV payment, which is about $600 a month, I want to say. And that's because we took a shorter term out to be able to pay it quicker. And then our next big expense would probably be RV sites. Typically, we spend about $400 a month on gas. This last month, that kind of varied because with us breaking down, we had to travel further distances to get caught up to where we were supposed to be. We typically save about $1,000 a month, and that's going to be dispersed between our savings account and then also the baby savings account. We currently do have debt. I want to say it's about $4,000 on my credit card right now. And typically we like to pay that off fairly quickly. We generally use it just to get points. When the pandemic hit, my sister was actually in the hospital in February. and she was in the ICU for about 2 weeks, and she ended up passing away in March. So the pandemic kind of had a different effect on me, with it being losing my sister. But the company that I worked for actually tripled in size because of the pandemic. So I was able to actually throw myself into work, and I just worked and worked and worked through it, and just literally just kept working and worked my way up through the company. So I've actually been really fortunate being able to work remotely to be able to pursue my dream of tiny living and being able to travel the US. 5 to 10 years from now, I see myself still traveling, more income off of my blog that I have, Amber in Wonderland, and just being able to make more money off content.
So currently, I am looking for work. Right now, one of my primary focuses is going back to school for photography, but my aspiration is gonna, again, be behind the camera, actually do private sessions, possibly work for corporations and things like that.
We're learning as we go. Like, we hit obstacles, but we keep going. I hope to pass on to Journey just the fact that, like, she can pursue anything that she wants to do. Whatever dream that she has, she can make it a reality through hard work and dedication, and just kind of set her up more for success, not having to struggle.
No matter how you were raised, your walk of life, where you are financially and things like that, just really make a plan and you can live the life you want to live.